So, it's still blowing. It's back to snow again and freezing rain mix. Getting pretty slick out. As you can hear, there's like no traction whatsoever. The roads are a sheet of ice, which is making pushing something very fun. Thankfully, at the moment where we got most of our stuff already uncovered, the high winds is keeping stuff blown off pretty good actually. I got all my substations opened up. More or less just checking on some of the other crews, see how they're doing at the moment. There's the loader with the big push blade on it. Makes very short work of this site. There's the other operator at this site, pushing up to the loader so the loader can carry it out. It is nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Things are going good though. These guys are making progress. The other site's looking good. Now if I could just get some wipers that didn't freeze up, that would be fantastic, but that doesn't seem to be an option available at the moment. Ooh, and slip around. Just back up here and watch this loader for a second. If I can back up, holy cow. It is slick. There he is pulling that big amount, carrying it off. I'm assuming he's going to pile it up and carry it down to the fence line later. Get rid of that. Coming along though. It's coming along. Still a long night. It's right around, it's 4:15 now. Been out since 10 o'clock last night. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, I will talk to you later. So, we're back again. Update. It's now 6:15 in the morning. It's still blowing super hard, snowing super hard. As you saw, a lot of sirens going there. There was just probably 5 fire trucks headed down Prospect Way. Not sure what's going on there. Power just went out though. In parts of Spryfield. They're on Dumbrack, so I don't know, maybe there's an accident or something. It's still really nasty out, guys. I gotta say, it's a Saturday. I would be staying home today if it was at all a possibility. I would not be coming out in this. These roads are greasy. Greasy, greasy, greasy. It's a sheet of ice underneath. They're not laying much salt because of the wind. And everything is really slippery. Yeah, people spinning behind me there. The weird thing is my truck is acting up too. I don't know if my 4-wheel drive's not working right. It's like it's in, but it's not. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. I don't know if it's froze up, the actuator or something, or I'm not sure. I have no idea. I turned my advanced track off just to give me a little bit more in the rear for traction. But she's a pretty loose ride at the moment. Pretty loose ride. Does not take much to lose control right now with a 4-wheel drive. Especially with the heavy blade on the front. Makes it want to whip around pretty quickly. Just went and got myself some Timmy's. Try to recharge. Keep going a little bit longer. Well, by the sound of that, we got some more freezing rain coming into this mix. That's getting really loud. I would say I would say the worst of this mess is not over yet. Yeah, that's like hail. That's loud. I don't know if you guys are going to hear that on the camera or not, but that is really loud. That's definitely not going to help the roads at all. I gotta say though, it looks like the stuff that was scraped is still staying pretty good with this wind the way it is. This wind is really keeping things blown off for us, which is nice. I just gave this another quick scrape here probably about an hour ago, and it's holding it pretty good. The only thing I'm really seeing right now is it's drifting on the edges here a bit, filling in where it's able to catch when it's pushing it across the parking lot. But aside from that, it's not that bad at all plow wise, which is nice. I just wish it would stop right now so that we can clean it up, lay some salt, and go home and get some sleep. That's what I wish. But when I check the weather radar, it doesn't seem like that's going to be happening anytime soon. So it is what it is. It is what it is. This is the life of a plow operator. You sleep when it's nice out. And that's just all there is to say. It's the way it is. It's why I don't really like snow anymore. I don't get to enjoy it. It's not like when I was younger. You're either out plowing it, moving it, salting it, shoveling it. And then when you get all that done and you finally get to get some rest, by the time you wake up here in Nova Scotia, either it's raining and it's pretty much all gone away in a mess, or it's so cold you don't even want to think about going outdoors. It's been a weird winter, that's for sure. A weird winter. Hard to, man, those wipers are bad. Hard to judge what we're going to get, when we're going to get it. Yeah, see there, my four-wheel drive just kicked out again, and I got no pushing power. That is not good. Alright. I will keep you posted on the events as they happen, but as of right now, I'm going to go back to listen to some tunes. Catch you later. So we're now 8:15. Things are not getting better, they're getting worse. Can barely see to do anything. The wind is blowing really bad. Everything's icing up extremely bad. I can't get my four-wheel drive to work at all. I was just stuck for like 20 minutes. This is a brutal one. This is not a good storm. This is a bad one. It's kicking the crap out of me, I can tell you that. The roads are horrible. Visibility's horrible. Can't keep the truck de-iced at all. Clean the mirrors, you clean the wipers. 5 seconds later, they're completely covered in ice skate. There's my four-wheel drive not working. Right in the middle of an intersection. So I'm heading back now to my yard to try to get this in the heat for a little bit to see if I can't figure out why my four-wheel drive isn't working. I'm hoping something is just froze up and I can get it back so I can continue. It's really hard to push in this snow without it and this ice. I'll let you know when I know more. Here's the view of highway driving right now. It's actually better visibility through the camera than it is in real life, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it's nasty out still. This may not have been a good idea to try to bother going back, but like I said, I'm pretty useless without it, so I'm gonna try to make my way back and go from there. Well, since the last time we spoke, it's now 10:15. Still going. The snow seems to have subsided a bit here in Halifax, which is nice. I got most of my main places cleaned up really good so far. I left the rest of the crew there to finish the other areas. We got a couple guys out, of course, with COVID. That is a thing now. So I'm headed off now to Dartmouth to start doing some of the other stuff that we normally would have somebody else on, but they're not in tonight. So I'm gonna go take care of some of that stuff and get it done. And I'm gonna leave the other guys behind and they can finish up my sites, hopefully. And then I'll check back in with them later today. It's probably gonna take me a few hours over here in Dartmouth at least. I took a glance at the list. I think there's 8 or 9 of them to hit, but knock them off one by one, work our way through, get this storm over with, hopefully. That's the end goal, to finally finish and be able to go home. That's what I'd like to do. We'll see. The wind is still crazy hard here on the bridge. It is blowing hard. Blowing hard. Roads are still really slippery. Got my four-wheel drive back. Went out to the shop, like I said. So it turns out they think it's the vacuum seal for the automatic switchover inside the hubs. The transfer case was in four-wheel drive. Everything was working there. It's just not switching automatically. So whatever that sound was when it went out, I don't know, but I'm guessing I'm gonna have to take this into Ford now and get them to have a look at it before it's up on its warranty and figure out what that's all about. So all we did was just lock in the hubs. I didn't want to do that until I had the mechanic check it and make sure that nothing was broken. So we locked those in, and now I can finally move around again, which is nice because it was getting pretty ridiculous there with the drifts. But yeah, we're heading to our first spot over here in Dartmouth, and then we will go from there and see how the rest of the day goes. It's getting to be a long one. It's already 12 hours in after a full day yesterday. So yeah, I'll check back in a few. So 1 o'clock in the afternoon, still going. Getting closer to done. I think the majority of the crews have kind of given up for today. They're going home, get some sleep, and they'll be back out tonight. I think I am following suit with that. I think I want to finish this place up, and then I'm gonna head for home. Take a break. Wait to see what this wind does, because it's still blowing around pretty good, even right now. Some of the drifts are getting to be a bit much. So we'll wait to see what happens, and then I think 10 o'clock tonight we'll go back out. We'll punch everything back open, make sure everything's good and scraped. It's been a long one. It wasn't a lot of snow. I mean, there was, but not like years past. It's just when you combine that with freezing rain and high winds and more snow, it just becomes an absolute mess to try to do anything with it. And then you end up with, like right now, the top powder is just blowing from side to side, filling everything in all the time. So it's one of them things where I guess you could end up chasing it all day and all night until the snow, or not, sorry, the snow, but until the wind stops. So it's not really worth it at that point, I guess. So I think that's what's going to happen. We'll call her for now. I'll make sure I've been trying to make sure these ones I've been doing, I'm pushing them back a fair amount just because of the drifting. So that'll buy us a bit more time on them, give us lots of space so people can get in if they need to get in and deal with whatever they got to deal with. And then we'll come back out tonight after we get a quick nap and hit it again and clean everything up. So I guess until then, we will talk to you then, and we'll carry on from there. See, it's already starting to blow in here in spots too. This is just annoying at this point. The wind is just non-stop. Non-stop. It's funny because some spots it's windy enough that it obviously blows it right away, so there's not even anything to deal with. And I'm not going to shove that across the street, so I'm going to go out, whip around and carry that back up the hill. And then I'll lock that gate up. Be good. Perfect. Well, far from perfect, but perfect for now, let's call it. Until we come back out later and deal with us again. Alright, that's going to be it for now. I'll catch up with you guys after I get a little bit of sleep and some more coffee. Talk later.